these stations from 3 to 5:15 p.m. Eastern Wartime in order that the following special broadcast may be heard.
Gillette's Cavalcade of Sports is on the air. Gillette presents from historic New Orleans the annual Sugar Bowl football game, which this afternoon brings together the Crimson Tide of Alabama and the Blue Devils of Duke University. This is Bill Brangle with Harry Wismer, your play-by-play reporter, greeting you for the Gillette Safety Razor Company and wishing you a victorious Happy New Year. Gillette is your radio host at the World Series, Kentucky Derby, and many another sports classic throughout the year. Also, Gillette's Cavalcade of Sports is on the air regularly every Friday night, coast to coast, with a top-flight boxing match for your entertainment. These weekly broadcasts, as well as today's Sugar Bowl game, are shortwave to our troops overseas through the facilities provided by the Armed Forces Radio Service. We've been watching the pregame activities here in New Orleans. The two teams, that is Duke and Alabama, have had their pregame warm-ups. The Duke team wearing traditional blue jerseys with white numerals and white armbands, and the Alabama team, of course, with the crimson jerseys and the white numerals. It's a beautiful day here in New Orleans. A brilliant, warm southern sun is shining. It's been rather warm during this past week. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, during the last 24 hours, the lowest was 64 degrees, and the mercury reached some 78 degrees, which made it rather warm for playing football. But overnight, we've had a bit of a change, and at the present time, the temperature is about 45 degrees, making it cool and crisp, and it will be very delightful for the spectators, as well as, of course, for the football players. Now, the stadium where this Sugar Bowl game is played is the regular football stadium of Tulane University. It was increased to its present size by the Sugar Bowl organization. Originally handling some 25,000 persons, the stadium was increased first to 38,000, and when that proved to be quite a bit less than was actually needed, it was boosted by a capacity of approximately 73,000. The stadium is an actual bowl, oval in shape, with, as I mentioned before, a solid steel upper deck arrangement. The press box at the very top of the upper stands, while the broadcasting booth from where the Blue Network sends you this game is slung just below the same stands, that being on the west side of the stadium. We're waiting now for the flag raising, which will get underway in just a few moments. Some 8 bands are out on the field getting themselves set, and they'll go through their preliminaries in just a moment. First, behind the Sugar Bowl, as in all bowl games, there is naturally some history. Now, in the case of the Sugar Bowl, it goes back to March of 1934, when a small group of civic-minded lovers of sport met to form the New Orleans Midwinter Sports Association, the sponsors of this game, and 6 other sporting events that were staged in connection with the game each year until wartime called a halt to the additional sport entertainment. The venture is purely civic, not controlled by or connected with any commercial interest or any professional sport. The charter provides against private profit and surplus fund.
The ball game is on. Wozniak approaches the ball. It's a beautiful end-over-end move down the field. Taken on the 10-yard line by Davis. He's brought back to the 20, the 25, and he's filled up at the 33-yard line before he is finally stopped. Up back roll is Gordon Carver. Ball is passed to Carver. Carver cuts off the 30, the 34, the 35, the 40, the 45, midfield. 20, 35, 30, 25, pulled down from behind on the 15-yard line. A beautiful run down the field, all the way down the 15-yard line, 1st and 10, finally tackled by Wozniak. First and 10 to go for Duke, and a beautiful run all the way down to the 15-yard line as they race through the right side of the Alabama forward wall. And he really moved with that ball as he passed it to Clark behind the line of scrimmage. Clark cut across those sideline stripes beautifully, moved, followed his interference perfectly, and was finally brought down on the 15-yard line. All right, single wing back off to the right. The ball goes to the fullback on the play. Takes a direct pass to center. Smashes it the middle of the line and is stopped by Matthew, the center of Alabama. No gain in the play. 2nd down, 10 to go. The ball 16 yards in from this side of the field. The score 0-0 first period. The powerful Duke team got off to a roaring start. Lining up in the single wing back off to the right. Strong to the right. Clark in the tailback roll. Ball is passed to George Clark. He takes the pass behind the line. He's up to 15, to 14, to 10. And he fumbles the ball. There's a pile up for it at the 6-yard line. And Duke recovered their own fumble. Duke recovered their own fumble. And Carver recovered the fumble. Carver recovered his own fumble on the 7.5-yard line of Alabama. Duke penalized for backfield in motion. Back in the tailback roll. Waiting for the pass in center. Goes to Clark. Clark spinning to pass. The ball is trying to get it away, and he can't. He's at the 15. He's down to the 10, the 5, the 4, the 2. A touchdown for George Clark. A and a beautiful play. Clark couldn't find anyone to throw to. He was all the way back to the 20-yard line. He threw his hands up into the air, looking for someone to toss that football to. The receiver didn't get into the open. He started to wriggle and twist his way down the middle of the Alabama defense. He got to the 15, the 12, the 10. He struggled to the 5, rolled to the 2, was hit, spun away from the tackler, and went into the end zone for the touchdown. And Duke leads 6-0. All right, Rather will do the extra point kicking here. We're waiting for the pass from center. Come in. There it is. The kick is in the air. The kick is perfect. And the score is 7-0. Rather split the uprights with a perfect boot. And the score is Duke 7, Alabama nothing, as the Sugar Bowl 11th Annual Classic begins here in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very sorry for the interruption in our service. The game of the Sugar Bowl, however, will be resumed at the earliest possible moment.
Now we had over the Blue Network a line break on the portion of the network, but it's all set now, so I'll recap a bit. The scoring play, perhaps some of you folks around the nation on some of the stations who happen to be unfortunately cut out, missed the scoring play. Alabama kicked off to the Duke team this afternoon to open the 11th Annual Sugar Bowl game. Duke team took it back to the 33-yard line. On 7 plays, it went across for a touchdown with George Clark doing most of the ball carrying, his last dash being a 7-yard run. All right, back to the ball game, shifting right. Ball goes to Gilmer. Gilmer gives it to Hodges. Hodges are at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 19-yard line before he is finally stopped by George Clark and Tom Davis. A beautiful reverse winding up in the hands of the fullback, number 7, Hodges. Taking it from Harry Gilmer, the great passer of Alabama. Moves it down to the 19-yard line. First and 10 to go for the Crimson Tide. To the center. Using the tee, shifting left into the box. In the tailback spot is Dew. Dew takes the pass behind the line. He struggled his way for a yard before he's finally toppled at the 17. He was hit by Ed Sharkey, the new center for Duke. Using the tee, shifting into the box, right or left, shifting right, the old Notre Dame shift. The ball goes to Gilmer. Gilmer to Hodges. At the 15, the 13, the 12 before he is finally stopped. And he's hit by Baranach and Ed Sharkey. That was Hodges, the fullback, carrying it for 6 yards in his third down, 2.5. The ball on the 12-yard line of the Duke team. The score 7-0. Duke leads Alabama. Alabama's got the ball on the Duke 12-yard line. The ball comes on back to the center. Shifting off to the right. Harry Gilmer. JP hasn't passed yet. It's a high pass to Hodges. He goes down to the 8-yard line before he is finally stopped. A beautiful bit of manipulation on the part of the fullback. Hodges saved the Alabama team. He moves down before Knox and Sink. The guards converse to tackle him. It's a first down goal to go for Alabama. All right, here we go. Shifting right. Gilmer in the tailback spot. Ball goes to Gilmer. Gilmer fakes the pass behind the line. He's down to the 6-yard line for 2 more yards. Cutting off the right guard of Duke before Sink and not make the tackle once more. Second down, 6 to go for the touchdown. Duke leads Alabama 7-0. The center, waiting for the shift, right or left. Shifting right, Gilmer back. Gilmer is at the 11-yard line. He's at the 5-yard line. And he's hit at the 5.5-yard line by Tom Davis. Out of the huddle they come now. Over the ball comes Matt to the center. Wide to the left, wide to the left. Shifting off right, Gilmer back. Gilmer gives the ball to Hodges. Hodges, then there's a forward pass. Down to the 2-yard line, the 1-yard line. Where he's going at that spot. Going to the 1-yard line. Jones took the ball to the 1-yard line. Yard away from the touchdown, and Tom Davis made the tackle there. Walks down the yard to go for the touchdown. Walks down the yard to go for the touchdown. 1 yard away from a touchdown. Self, Gilmer, Hodges, and 2 in the backfield. The score 7-0, Duke leading. That was a beautiful forward pass from Harry Gilmer to the left end, Ralph Jones. Jones took it on the 2-yard line, was tackled on the 1-yard line. Now out of the huddle they come, up over that football, using a shift to the right. The ball is passed off. Hodges is over for a touchdown. The fullback Hodges smashes over the middle. The score is 7-6. Hodges splits the guards of the Duke team. The great Baranach and Freddie Sink. Boom, over for the score, and the score is 7-6. Morrow comes in to add the extra point, if possible by placement. Will be Harry Gilmer at the 10-yard line. Morrow will try the extra point. Waiting for the pass from center. There's the pass from center. It's a high pass. The ball is juggled. The ball is in the air. The ball is no good. And the score is 7-6. There were a succession of events there that created the loss of the extra point. Manch's pass was bad. The ball was fumbled by Gilmer. He put it on the turf. Ball's kick was high into the air as he took his vision off the ball. And as a result, the score is 7-6. Duke still leads Alabama with 6 minutes left to play in the first period. Harry Gilmer will hold the ball. There's the whistle. He approaches it. He's under it. It's a driving kick down the field taken on the 10-yard line by Tom Davis. Back to the 15, the 20, the 25, 30. And he's piled up on the 33-yard line and knocked out of bounds by Vaughn Mancha, the center of Alabama. First and 10 to go for Duke on their own 33-yard line, 15 yards in from the east side of the field. Cliff Lewis is now in at left halfback for the Duke team, and Bob Smith is in at quarterback. Lewis is in the tailback position, comes from Cleveland, Ohio. Strong to the left in the single wing with Lewis deep. The ball is passed to Lewis. Lewis cuts back. He follows his interference, is toppled at the 35 after a 2-yard advance, cutting right over the middle of the Alabama line. Hit by Vaughn Mancha. The ball is passed to Lewis. He's fading the pass. He can't get it away. He's faking the ball now. He's at the 29, the 30, the 32, the 35. He's hit at the 40 and gets to the 41 before he is finally stopped. It was Buddy Edwards, who finally made the tackle. Hit him high around the shoulder pad. Third down and about 2. Ball on the 41-yard line, 15-yard dip to the west side of the field. On formation goes Gordon Carver. Taking over the safety role for Alabama is Harry Gilmer. Carver standing on his own 30, Gilmer on his 25. There's the passing center, and the kick is away at the beautiful high spouting front. Floating down, that hits on the 25, takes a reverse spin to the 29, hits to the 30, the 31, and rolls dead on the 32-yard line of Alabama. Alabama's ball at that spot. The ball hits down at the 25, took a reverse bounce on the English, swung back to the 32, and it's Alabama ball. First and 10 on their own 32. The ball 15 yards in from the west side of the field. The score 7-6. Duke leads Alabama. Back Harry Gilmer, fullback Fred Grant, and right halfback George Albright. Shifting right, Gilmer back. Gilmer fakes the pass behind the line. He gets back to the 30, spins to the 34 before he is finally hit at the 35. And it's Gordon Carver who made the tackle. Beautiful handling of that football by Harry Gilmer, who's had an amazing record of passing this year. The gentleman, 18-year-old boy, shifting right, Gilmer back. Ball goes to Gilmer. Gilmer gives it to Grant. Grant cuts away off the right side of the Duke line for 4 more yards to the 39 before Sink made the tackle. Fred Sink, the left guard, came in, swinging in, following from behind, pulled him down at the 39-yard line. Third down and about 2 to go for a first down. The ball on the 39-yard line of Alabama. 15 yards in from the west side of the field. Duke leads 7-6. Comes Alabama. Over the ball comes Vaughn Mancha, the center. Balance line, shifting right, Gilmer back. Gilmer's about 4 steps back. Gilmer fakes the pass behind the line. He's at the 40, the 45, midfield, the 45 of Duke, the 40, and he's pulled out on the 35-yard line of Duke by Tom Davis. A beautiful twisting, curling run on the part of the fine left halfback, Harry Gilmer, and it's first and 10 to go for Alabama on the Duke 35. Substitute coming in for Duke. Paul Stevens coming in at quarterback. That was a 26-yard run on the part of Harry Gilmer. Tailback spot, Harry Gilmer. The ball goes to Gilmer. Gilmer gives it to Grant. Grant tries for 3 yards down to the 32 before Stevens and Shockey collaborate to take him there. Second down, 7 to go for a first down on the 32-yard line of Duke. The boys from Durham, North Carolina. 2 great ball clubs battling. The old Notre Dame shift, shifting right. Harry Gilmer back. Ball goes to Gilmer. Gilmer takes pass behind the line. He's cutting at the 35. He goes to the 30, and he's all the way to the 24 before he is finally stopped by Paul Stevens. I wish you could have seen that run. 3 men hit him low, but he went right over their shoulders for the first down, down to the 24-yard line. And that was Harry Gilmer, who's sparkling plenty. The 2 left halfbacks this afternoon are the 2 stars. George shifting right. Jones is wide. The ball is given behind the line to the right halfback, Sewell. Sewell's up to 35, and he hits for loss as he hesitated and lost back to the 29. Tom Davis came up beautifully from the fullback position to make the tackle. That was Sewell running wide on the reverse, winding up for a loss, and they say his forward progress was stopped at the 27-yard line. So that was the first wide reverse they tried this afternoon. It's crossing the yard. Shifting right, Gilmer back. Gilmer is faking the pass. He's trying to get that ball away. He jumps high into the air, loses his equilibrium, falls to the turf at the 43-yard line, and it's a big loss on the play. Hardison was in there, Rather were in there. Both boys were in to make the tackle. Neither one of them hit him. Gilmer tried to elude their grasping arm, jumped high into the air to get the ball away, and he came right down on his back. He'll have to hurry. He's deep in his own territory. He gets away the pass down the field. To Jones at the 10, he gets the 5, and he is stopped at the 2-yard line. A beautiful jumping pass from Harry Gilmer to left end Jones. knocked out of bounds by George Clark on the 2-yard line of Duke. First and goal to go. What a pass that was. Gilmer threw it from his own 40-yard line. He was high in the air, so that pass negotiated about 55 yards in the air. First and goal to go, 2 yards away from the touchdown. Self, Gilmer, Hodges, and 2 in the backfield. Out of the huddle they come. Up over the ball comes Vaughn, match to the center. Score 7-6, Duke leading. Shifting right, Gilmer is back with the fullback. Hodges, the ball goes to Hodges. Hodges hits the middle of the line. He's over again! And the score is 12-7. Alabama leads. Hodges, the fullback, took a direct pass from center, cracked over the middle of the Duke team once more, and they lead 12-7. Once more, a forward pass by Harry Gilmer sets up the touchdown for Hodges. All 4 men participated in the same play. All right, Morrow's in to try the extra point. The score is 12-7. Alabama leads. There's the pass from center. The ball is in the air. The call is blocked by left end. Harold Braithwaite. The score is 12-7. Duke leads. Alabama will kick off. 40 seconds left to play in the first period. Alabama will kick off with the north goal at the back. Duke will receive with the south goal at there. What up? The whistle blows. Wozniak approaches the ball. He's under it. It's a low driving end-over-end kick. It's taken by Tom Davis in the 12. He's back to the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, and he's fouled up at the 35, the 36-yard line. Tom Davis rolled his way back to the 36, breaking several tackles as he was finally stopped at the 36 by Tom Whitley, the left tackle of Alabama. 30 seconds left to play in the first period. Alabama leads Duke by a score of 12-7. 12-7, Alabama leads. The ball is passed to the fullback. He takes it past the clock. He cuts off the right side of the Alabama line down to the 39-yard line before Wozniak and Filippini make the tackle at that spot. A gain of 3 yards on the play. Second down, 7. The score is 12-7 at the end of the first period. Alabama leads. And now Bill Dringo. Harry Wismer faking Duke's ball, 2nd and 7, single wing to the left clock, back clock, making the pass, takes the pass, he's at the 35, the 37, the 39, the 40, and he's hit at the 40-yard line by Jack McConville, the right end of Alabama. Again in the play of 1 yard, 3rd down, 6. Ball on the 40-yard line of the Duke team, 15 yards in from the far side of the field. My spotters today, Frank Bruce of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Zeno Edwards of Washington, North Carolina, a freshman halfback. Wing, meaning the line is strong to the right side. Clock is deep. Ball is past the fullback. He's smashing as Tom Davis carrying, and Tom Davis has a first down at the 48 before Sewell makes the tackle for Alabama. 1st and 10 to go for the Duke team on the 48-yard line of the Blue Devils. The ball 20 yards in from the far side of the field. Single wing, George Clark back. Ball is passed to George. George is passing this time if he can get it away, but he doesn't get it away, and he's thrown at the 41 by Tom Matthew, the All-American center from Alabama. A loss in the play of 7 yards, 2nd down, 17. The ball midway between the sideline stripes. The score 12-7. Alabama leads Duke as we start the second period. Back in the huddle goes that Duke team. To the right, George Clark, their star left halfback in the tailback position. The touchdown maker of the day for Duke's team. Ball is past the fullback, gives it to the right halfback, Hagerty. Got the 35, and he's hit at the 34 by Jack McConville. And nobody hit Mr. McConville. The right end came across to the big hands of his out of there, watered up the interference. Came in to take. Waiting for the pass from center. There it is. It's a beautiful pass from center. The kick is away. It's a wonderful kick. Fouling down the field. Gilmer takes it on the 17. He's back to the 20. 21, 22, and he's fouled up on the 22-yard line. 4 men hit him. He eluded 3 of them, and the 4th one brought him to the turf. Hardison was the final tackler. Alabama's ball, 1st and 10 of their own 22. The ball 15 yards in from the far sideline. That was a beautiful kick down the middle, sailing up into the air, cutting away through the sunshine, down to the 19, the 15-yard line, where it was raced back to the 22 by Harry Gilmer. Gilmer handling that ball for a freshman. Poise, shifting right, Gilmer back. Ball goes to Gilmer. Gilmer fakes a lateral pass, moves to the 20, the 21, 22, 25, 30, 35, and he's fouled up on the 37-yard line. A beautiful play to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for Alabama. Cliff Hagerty and Bernat made the tackle. 1st and 10 to go at the 37, the 42-yard line of the Alabama team now as they bring the ball in. The official Thomason races over, brings the ball in from the sideline, 15 yards, which are the rules, as you know, on an out-of-bounds play. So it's 1st and 10 to go now for the Alabama team in their own 42-yard line. Shifting off to the left. 2 in the tailback spot. The ball is given from 2 to Hodges. Hodges is up the 45, the 46, the 47, and he's fouled up at the 47-yard line. Hit in there by Stinkin' Crowder. A gain in the play of 5 more yards. Second down, 5 to go. The ball on the 47-yard line of the Alabama team. 17 yards hit from this side of the field. The score, 12-7, Alabama lead. Alabama's backfield, Morrow, Gilmer, Hodges, and Two. Two's been doing some great work in there for that Alabama team as Vaughn Magic comes over the ball. Shifting off to the left. Two is back again. Two gives the ball, fakes the ball to Hodges. He's up to 45, and he's fouled up at the 49-yard line, short of a first down as he's hit by Barenot and Clark Jones. The score here is 12-7. Second period, Alabama leads. 10 minutes and 25 seconds left to play in the first half. A man is injured for Duke. Time is out for Duke. Man is injured for the Duke team, and he's out down in the field, and it's team captain's day for Duke. Right, it's Alabama's ball, shifting right on third down. Gilmer back. Harry Gilmer has the ball. Gilmer's fading the pass. He'll have to hurry. He gets it away. It's in the air. Jones has it on the 15. He's down to the 9-yard line. But what a pass that was. Terrific pass. All the way down to the 9-yard line before he was finally tackled. Terrific play. Jones once more took that ball. First and goal to go for Alabama on the 9-yard line of Duke, and it was George Clark that made the tackle. And Harry Gilmer's putting on one of the finest exhibitions of passing we've ever had the good fortune of seeing, and we've seen plenty of good passing. The last 10 years of broadcasting, all set. Here we go, shifting right, Gilmer back. Ball goes to Harry. Harry takes it to Hodges. Harry's carrying the ball himself at the 10, and he's hit on the 7-yard line. Hit in there by Stinkin' Carver. Gain of 2 yards on the play. Second down, 7 to go for a touchdown. Alabama leads Duke 12-7. Duke was highly favored out here this afternoon. The Alabama team has been playing them here in the latter part of the first period and here in the second quarter off their feet. Duke got off to a great start, but Alabama's bounced back through the great passing of Harry Gilmer. The day is perfect for Gilmer's tosses. Shifting right, Gilmer back. The ball is passed to Harry. Harry gives it to Hodges. Hodges is thrown at the 12-yard line, and a great tackle by Harold Rather and Tom Davis. Threw him for a loss back to the 12-yard line. They're right out in front of the goalpost. Substitute coming in. Self comes back in at quarterback. Miles goes out. Right to the back for the Alabama team. Ball is passed to Gilmer. Gilmer's fading the pass. The ball's in the air. Completed the 2-yard line. Touchdown for Jones. From Gilmer to Jones for a touchdown. The score is 18-7. Alabama leads. Beautiful forward pass. Harry Gilmer passing right over the middle, right in behind the secondary. Perfect forward pass. Jones twice has led up to touchdowns. Once to the 1-yard line, the other to the 2-yard line. This time he stepped over all alone for the carry. And the score is 18-7. Trying the extra point. Morrow will try the extra point from the 10-yard line. Harry Gilmer will hold the ball. Waiting for the pass in center. There it is. The kick is in the air. The kick is good. And the score is 19-7. Alabama leads the favored Duke team with 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Now the quarterback luncheon at the St. Charles Hotel the other day, the annual quarterback luncheon before the Sugar Bowl game. Frank Thomas, making his talk that afternoon, said that Harry Gilmer was the finest collegiate passer he had ever seen, and that Gilmer has only had one pass intercepted all year. That his maneuverability, his accuracy, his all-around play, his good sense and poise has kept him from throwing the ball away at any time during the season. And Wozniak kicking off for Alabama. Down the middle it goes, and then over-end food taken on the 12-yard line by Lewis. Lewis back to the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, and he's hit at the 37-yard line. All right, first and 10 to go for the Duke team in the 37-yard line of the Blue Devils. 15 yards left from this side of the field. Duke's backfield, Friesa, Lewis, Davis, and Carver. As the favorite Duke team at this time is trailing the hard-fighting, very maneuverable Alabama team of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Out of the huddle now comes the Duke 11. Over the ball comes Johnny Crowder, the center. Strong to the right in the single wing. Cliff Lewis in the tailback roll. Ball is passed to Clifford. Clifford's fading to throw. He's got plenty of time. He gets it away. The ball is complete. The left end, Harold Rather. Rather's all the way down to the 44-yard line of Alabama. First and 10 for Duke. Tackled by Hal Self, the quarterback of the Alabama team. First and 10 to go as they click on a forward pass, mixing up their attack for the first time this afternoon. First and 10 to go for the Duke team in the 44.5-yard line of Alabama. The ball 15 yards deep from the far side of the field. The Crimson Tide leads 19-7 in the second period with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the half. Out of the huddle they come now. Wide to the right is Tom Davis. Davis is wide to the right. Lewis is deep.
Motion off to the right is the fullback. Lateral pass to Davis at the 45. He's at midfield. He spins his way down to the 45-yard line of Alabama. The line of scrimmage, second down 10. Hit by Tom Whitley. With the lateral pass off to the 48-yard line of Duke. And then Davis moved it down to the line of scrimmage to the 45-yard line of Alabama. So it's second down, still 10 to go. The ball resting 20 yards left. Missed. Cliff Lewis in the tailback roll. Waiting for the pass in center. Lewis is straightening up, getting ready to throw. He'll have to hurry. He's running the ball at the 50. He's down to the 45, and he's knocked out of bounds on the 42-yard line by Vaughn Mancha. Mancha coming in at just the right time for Alabama. Knocked him out on the 42-yard line. Gaining the play of 3 yards. Third down 7. All on the 42-yard line of the Alabama team. The Alabama line has been out charging the Duke line here this afternoon. Score 19-7. Alabama leads in the second period. Gordon Carver looks over the defense of Alabama. On is Johnny Crowder. Lewis is back. Single wing to the right. Score 19-7. Alabama leads. The ball goes to Lewis. Lewis is straightening up. Lewis is passing. Complete to Carver at the 35. He's down to the 32, the 30, the 25. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line by Hal Self. A beautiful forward pass from Cliff Lewis to Gordon Carver from left halfback to right halfback. And it's first and 10 to go for Duke on the 26-yard line of Alabama. Time left to play in the first half, 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Lewis in the tailback position. Lewis is deep, waiting for the pass to Lewis. Lewis has the ball at the 30. He's running wide at the 30. He's down to the 29, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, the 2, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line by Harry Gilmer. Gilmer hit him with his right shoulder, spread him out of bounds. But what a beautiful run it was by Cliff Lewis. You could just see him following his interference, cutting back at just the right time as he threaded his way across the chalk mark for a beautiful gain, setting up a possible touchdown for Duke, and the ball now is 1 yard away from a touchdown. Jones comes back in at left end. Duke goes out. Albright comes in at right halfback. Right now it is Duke's ball on the 1 yard line. Lewis and Davis are deep. Lewis and Davis are deep. The ball is passed to Davis. Davis is over for a touchdown. Davis goes off the left side of the Alabama line, and the score is 19-13. Alabama leads Duke as Duke comes back to score once more. 6 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in the second period. And Harry. All right, waiting for the pass in center. There it is. The kick is in the air. The kick is no good. The score is 19-13. The kick was off to the right. It was high enough. It was far enough, but it wasn't straight enough. And the score is 19-13. Alabama leads Duke. Duke will kick off to Alabama. Alabama will receive with the South goal at their back. Score 19-13. Alabama leads. The whistle blows. He approaches the ball. Spears kicked it. It's low into the ground. It rises at the 22. Picked off at the 25. Brought back to the 30. Rolling at the 35 and spun to the turf at the 36. On a nice return by George Albright, the right halfback. Frank Irwin and Bill Lighthizer made the tackle at the 36-yard line. Just over the 35-yard line, up to the 36. First and 10 for Alabama. The ball midway between the sideline stripes of the Crimson Tide. The score 19-13. Alabama leads in the second period. Out of the huddle now comes Alabama. Over the ball comes Vaughn Nash to center. Self, Gilmer, Grant, and Albright in the backfield. Shifting right, Gilmer back. Gilmer takes the pass behind the line, cuts back over the middle, is piled up by Baronath, the right guard, Ed Sharkey, the center. No gain in the play, second down, 10 to go. There was no hole that time as the Duke team converged. The guard submarine came up with the ball carrier, and it's second down, 10 to go. The ball on the 36-yard line of Alabama, midway between the sideline stripes. 6 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first half. Annual Sugar Bowl Classic, the score 19-13. Shifting off to the right, Alabama leads. Gilmer takes the pass in center, gives it to the fullback on the play. He moves to the 41, and it's Fred Grant carrying the ball before Paul Stevens as Baronath makes the tackle. Third down and about 5, a gain of 5 yards on the play. Ball up at the 41-yard line, midway between the sideline stripes. Third down, 5 to go. Now, Duke wants to get that ball back if they possibly can before the half ends. They'd like to take over the football and try and move back in. Vaughn Nash to the center. Calling signals Hal Self. Shifting right, Gilmer back. He's 5 steps back. He's fading the pass. He's 10 yards back. The ball's in the air. It's a screen pass. Complete to the 42-yard line to Jack McConville. Paul Stevens made the necktie tackle on the play. The play was set up beautifully as they let the line tipped in for Duke, but although the pass was completed, the fine all-around play in there of the Duke line saved them from being gained on too tremendously, and it's fourth down for the Alabama team. Fourth down 3. Ball on the 42-yard line of Alabama. 11 yards behind the line of scrimmage, taking no chance for a block kick. The ball is in the air. It's an end-over-end boot, taken on the 22 by Lewis. He's back to the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, and he tumbles to the turf at the 42. get in there at the 42-yard line. That was a beautiful return that time. Harry Gilmer made the tackle, though, at the 42-yard line. The ball 15 yards in from the near side of the field. The score, 19-13, Alabama leads. Waiting for the pass in center. Single wing back off the left. The ball goes to fullback. He fumbles and recovers back to the 38-yard line. And it was Lee Spears who fumbled the ball and recovered. The tackle was made by Jack Green and Buddy Edmonds. All right, back in the huddle again goes the Duke team with the loss in the play of 3 yards. Second down, 13. The ball on the 38-yard line of the Blue Devils. 3 minutes and a half left to play in the first half. Lewis in the tailback position. Duke fighting valiantly, trying to get back to tie up the ball game. The ball is given to right halfback Carver on the reverse. He's up to 40. He's up to 45, the 50-yard line, the 45 of Alabama before he is knocked out of bounds by George Albright, the right halfback. First and 10 to go for the Duke team in the 45.5-yard line of the Alabama team, right over in front of the Duke bench. That was a beautiful twisting run on the part of the right halfback, Gordon Carver. Substitute coming in for Alabama. Single wing back off to the right. Lewis is back. Ball is past to Cliff. Cliff is fading the pass. He's leveling. The ball is in the air. The ball is incomplete at the 40-yard line. Meant for Paul Stevens, the quarterback. Ball jumped into the air. The ball trickled off his fingertips, rolled to the turf harmlessly for an incompleted forward pass. Second, single wing back off to the right, strong to the right, and motion off to the right is the fullback Spears. Fading the pass is Lewis. Lewis will have to hurry. He doesn't hurry fast enough. He's thrown for a loss back to the 47 by Vaughn Matcher and John Wozniak. And they came in there plenty fast to make that tackle. The left side of the Duke line crumbled on that particular play as the passer got no protection whatsoever. So now it's third down and about 11. A loss in the play of a yard. Back in the huddle again goes Duke. The score 19-13, Alabama leads. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the first half. The 11th ball is Johnny Crowder. Strong to the right in the single wing. Johnny Lewis in the tailback position. Alabama leads 19-13. The ball goes to Lewis. Lewis taking a pass, getting ready to throw if he can. Gets the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35. He's all the way down to the 34-yard line before he is finally stopped. It's first and 10 to go for Duke. He was hit by George Albright. A great run that time by Cliff Lewis. First and 10 to go for Duke in the 34-yard line of Alabama. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Alabama leads 19-13. Alabama calling timeout. Number 7 coming in. Hodges coming in as fullback for Alabama. And here's Bill Bringle.
In the great shipyards and Navy repair bases along our coastlines and at Pearl Harbor, thousands of men are needed urgently to help keep our fleets in fighting trim. There's plenty of critical work for mechanics, machinists, and foundry men, for electricians, steel workers, plumbers, steam fitters, and others in Navy yards, dry docks, supply and ammunition depots, and naval air stations. These are vital war jobs that call for able American citizens who are ready and willing to do their full part to end this war as quickly as possible. More than that, they're long-term jobs that offer full-time employment for years to come. Don't forget that workers will be needed for repairing and reconditioning America's peacetime fleet long after victory is won. If you're a mechanic, machinist, foundry man, steel worker, electrician, plumber, or steam fitter, you're needed, seriously needed at once. To qualify, you must be an American citizen and have a certificate of availability. Housing reservations will be made before you leave and free transportation supplied. Men, this is a national emergency that demands quick response. Get the facts at your nearest United States Employment Service office or see your local civil service representative right away. We pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Sugar Bowl game broadcast by the Gillette Safety Razor.
Lewis is in that tailback, rolls the single wing off to the left, strong to the left. Lewis deep. The ball is past to Lewis. Lewis is straightening up the throw. He can't get it away, and he's thrown back to the 44-yard line by Tom Whitley. Whitley hit him right in the middle, drove him to the turf soundly and securely for a loss on the play as Lewis is only 4 or 5 yards deep behind the line of scrimmage. He was looking for the receiver, didn't see Whitley coming in. Whitley coming in from his left tackle position was charging low and hard. And the right side of that Duke line didn't even move him as he rolled across the line of scrimmage to make the tackle and throw him back to the 44. Is Harold Rather playing the right end spot on offense. In motion off to the right is Tom Davis. Fading to pass is Lewis. The ball is complete to Gordon Carver. Carver's down to the 31-yard line before he is finally tackled. Again in the play of 12 yards, third down, 8 to go. Hugh Morrow made the tackle there. Time left to play 1 minute and 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. The seconds are ticking rapidly away. There's 1 minute left to play in the first half. 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Single wing to the right. Lewis is deep. The ball is passed to Lewis. Lewis fumbles the ball. Davis recovers the ball. Now they've Might have time for one more play before the first half ends, but Lewis fumbled the pass in center. Davis moved in to recover the ball. Back to the 37-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get this play started. Lewis is back. Lewis is into the air to pass if he can. He decides to run the ball. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. He stumbles at the 30-yard line. The first half will be over before another play starts. The score is 19-13. Alabama leads. The officials are walking out into the middle of the field. They raise their arms up. The gun doesn't go off. The first half is over. Alabama leads 19-13 in a thrilling first half between Alabama and Duke University as the 11th annual Sugar Bowl game gets off to a roaring start. We'll be back in 15 minutes with the third and fourth periods, play-by-play over the Blue Network and shortwave throughout the world. During the halftime, Bill Bringle will take over with several of the nation's outstanding sports writers and coaches. They'll be coming up to the booth as soon as they can get here. In the meantime, we'll take 15 minutes rest. We'll be back with you soon. Be plenty of excitement during the half, so stay with us. Okay, Bill.
All right, Harry, and to repeat Harry for just a moment, at the end of the first half, the score is Alabama 19, Duke 13. And fans, if you get what I mean, the score is always in your favor when you shave the quick, easy, all Gillette way. Draw your chairs up close a minute and bend an ear while I give you the real lowdown on shaving comfort. Now, this is all you do. Prepare your beard with Gillette shaving cream, lather or brushless, and then make a clean sweep of your whiskers with a super keen Gillette Blue Blade in your Gillette razor. Gillette shaving cream prepares your beard thoroughly, soaks it with plenty of water, and takes the fight out of it in a hurry. Then the Gillette Blue Blade makes the rest of the job easy. You get the slickest shaves of your life this all Gillette way, and pay no premium for the added comfort and satisfaction you enjoy. Ask for Gillette shaving cream, lather or brushless, and Gillette Blue Blades for utmost shaving satisfaction. And now to quickly rehash what has happened in the first half of this ball game here. You know, in 6 out of 10 of the games that have been played thus far in the Sugar Bowl, the first team to score is lost. So it looked awfully bad. Duke was the first team to score, and then before they could score again, Alabama had a 19-7 advantage. The score is, at the present time, 19-13 in favor of Alabama. But it started when Wozniak kicked off to Davis, and the play started for Duke on the 33-yard line. Carver of Duke, who was a hometown boy, started the excitement by breaking away. Lowell, too, the only man left after the beautiful blocking, brought him down on the Alabama 15. Then Duke drove to the 4, a penalty backed them up to the 14. Then Clark wanted to pass, but there was no receiver, so he ran for a touchdown. And Rather's kick was good, and it was Duke 7, Alabama nothing. Duke kicked off to Alabama. It was out of bounds, and so Alabama handled the ball for the first time from its own 35. But Bama punted and then got possession of the ball by a fumble 3 plays later to take over on Duke's 36. Hodges knifed down to the 20-yard line, then Alabama pounded with Hodges doing yeoman duty, and they finally went over for a touchdown. The kick was no good, and Duke still led. The count was Duke 7 and Alabama 6. Alabama's kickoff to Duke sent the ball down to Alabama's 32. And then after an exchange of punts, Alabama held it on its own 32-yard line, and the Crimson Tide was on its way to a second touchdown, but the hard way. Gilmer moved the ball down to the Duke 35. Then the ball moved down to the 25, but penalties brought it back to the Duke 42. Gilmer, however, tossed a 55-yard pass, and Alabama started play from the Duke 2-yard line. Hodges drove over. The kick was no good. It was Alabama 12 and Duke 7. Alabama then kicked off to Duke, and the quarter ended. There was an exchange of punts. Gilmer threw a 50-yard pass then to Jones, and then after timeout, Gilmer passed a short one to Jones again, and he went over for a touchdown. The kick was good at that point, and Alabama was then leading 19-7. Alabama kicked off to Duke, and Duke started back, and in the series highlighted by 2 passes, went down to the Alabama 30. Lewis swept the right end for 29 yards to move it to the Alabama 1. Davis went over. The kick was no good, and it was Alabama 19 and Duke 13. That's the way the ball game ended. Duke kicked off to Alabama after that last touchdown that I just mentioned. Albright's return of 14 yards moved it to the Alabama 36, but Alabama punted, and Lewis returned to the 17 yards, returned it 17 yards rather to the Duke 42. Lewis was doing some mighty fine work for Duke, by the way, in the second quarter. The half ended with the Dukes holding the ball on the Alabama 30-yard line. The count, as we mentioned before, is Alabama 19. We're able to get in here in the short time that we have left for us now. We have the Dean of America's Sport Writers, Grantland Rice. Granny, how are you?
Well, I'll tell you, I just looked at the finest college pastor I've ever seen, and I saw Ball when he started at TCU. That's Harry Gilmer, who is giving one of the finest exhibitions of throwing that ball to the right place in the right way. It's been a great football game, and it's going to be a little better one, I think, the way both offenses are moving. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Grantland Rice, and it certainly has been plenty of football out here this afternoon.
Kicking off with the North goal at the back. Alabama leads 19-13. Wozniak approaches the ball. Another driving in over at Booth, down the field, taken on the 9-yard line by Davis, back to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 29, 30, 33, 34-yard line, where he's toppled by Vaughn Mancha. Mancha came in to make the tackle the first play at the start of the third period, and it's Duke's ball, first and 10 on their own 34. Duke's backfield is Frieza, Clark, Davis, and Carver. The line is Harry at left end, Hodgson at left tackle, Sink at left guard, Crowder at center. Jack Green at right guard, Buddy Edwards at right tackle, and Jack McConville at right end. Single wing back to the left, George Clark is deep. Clark has the ball at the 30, the 31, and he's piled up at the 32, the 33-yard line as three men missed him. Hodges missed him at the 30, but he managed to get to the 33 before Buddy Edwards brought him to the turf. Right at Duke's ball as they slowly go back into a huddle. It's a loss in the play of about 2 yards, second down 12. The ball at the 32-yard line now as they walk slowly back into that huddle with Frieza, Clark, Davis, and Carver in that Duke backfield. That Alabama line has played tremendous football all day. As Steve Owen told you during the half, he's seen the 7-man line out here more this afternoon than he's seen all season. Crowder's over that ball. Single wing back off to the right. George Clark in the tailback roll. Clark is kneeling, ready for that pass in center. The ball is passed to him. Clark fakes forward, passes at the 30, and he's piled up at the 34-yard line. The hole wasn't there. The blocking didn't materialize, and Mancha made the tackle. But up there at the 34-yard line, so it's third down and about 10 and a half. The ball midway between the sideline stripes the score, 19-13. Now dropping out. Tom Davis steps back to the 23-yard line in punt formation. Harry Gilmer is back in the 33-yard line for Alabama in the safety position for the Crimson Tide. There's the pass in center. Tom Davis gets away. The kick is partially blocked. Hits on the 40, rolls to the 35. Is rolling still to the 30, the 28, the 27, the 26-yard line. It was just touched by a lineman of Alabama as he came in. It spun off his fingers, didn't hit much of his hand, and rolled all the way down to the 27-yard line as it took a very good spin for the Duke kicker, Tom Davis. So it's Alabama's ball, first and 10 to go. The ball 25 yards in from the far side of the field. Score 19-13, Alabama leads. They're using a balanced line. They use the same offense that the Green Bay Packers use. Shifting right. In the tailback roll is Hodges. The ball goes to Gilmer. Gilmer gives it to the right halfback Albright. Albright moves up to the 25-yard line where he's hit by Reese Harry and Tom Davis. The play was a tricky play, but it failed to fool the Duke line that time as the Duke team moved squarely across the line of scrimmage to throw him there. So back into a huddle again they go. They lost a possible half yard on the play. Second down, 10 and a half. Out of the huddle they come. Over the ball comes Vaughn Mancha, the center. Shifting deep now in that is George Albright. Albright is kicking a quick kick. He gets it away, but it didn't fool the safety man and hit up on the 44-yard line, rolled down the sidelines to the 37, rolled out of bounds on that side, the eastern side of the field, right in front of the Duke bench. So it's Duke's ball, first and 10 on their own 37-yard line. The ball 15 yards in from the far side of the field. The score at this time is 19-13, Alabama leads. All right. Single wing back off to the left, George Clark in the tailback position. The ball goes to the fullback on the play, Tom Davis. Davis finds a hold. He spins to the 40, and he's piled up at the 41-yard line by Norwood Hodges, the fullback of Alabama. Nice moving play on the part of Tom Davis as the guards open up the hole over the middle of the Alabama line, and it's a gain on the play of exactly 5 yards, second down 5. The ball resting on the 41-yard line of the Duke team, 15 yards in from the east side of the field, just short of the Duke bench. As the Duke boys are watching intently as Eddie Cameron, Chuck Stanley, and company are talking to their teammates along the bench. Talking it up plenty too is the Duke team. George Clark, way off here to the left, in a good spot, waiting for a possible pass on the reverse. The ball is given to Gordon Carver. Carver cuts down to the 45, the midfield stripe to 40, and is knocked out of bounds on the 42-yard line. A beautiful running play. They say he stepped out on the 45, and it's first and 10 to go for the Duke team. First and 10 to go for the Duke team on the Alabama 45. George Albright made the tackle at that spot. Back in the huddle again goes Duke. Now the Duke running attack is beginning to function like it did in the first period. George Clark in the tailback position. First and 10 to go for the Duke team as Duke begins to roll. The ball fast to Davis. Davis scoots through for 5, 6, 7 yards down to the 38-yard line, and now the momentum is beginning just as it was in the first half. George Albright came in to make the tackle there. It's a gain of 7 yards on the play. Second down, 3 to go. The ball on the 38-yard line of Alabama. 15 yards in from the far side of the field. The score out here, fans, is 19-13. Alabama leads. 10.5 minutes left to play in the third period. In the tailback position is George Clark. We're waiting for the pass in center. It goes to Tom Davis. Tom Davis struggles for the first down. Down to the 34-yard line as he spun away from two tacklers. Vaughn Mancha made the tackle at the 34. First and 10 to go for Duke. The wing, George Clark in the tailback position. Alabama leads 19-13. We're waiting for the pass from center. It goes to Davis. Davis fakes it to the right halfback. Cuts over the middle. He's all the way down to the 23-yard line before he is finally tackled on a full spinner that time. He spun completely around as he faked the pass to Gordon Carver, the right halfback. Another first down as Vaughn Mancha makes another tackle. First and 10 to go for Duke on the 23-yard line of Alabama. The ball from the tailback position. George Clark wearing number 28 on his jersey again today. The ball goes to Davis. Davis cuts off to the 20, the 15, the 14, the 12 before he is finally stopped. And it's George Albright who made the tackle for Alabama. Another first down, it looks like, for the Duke team. We're waiting to see whether or not the referee calls for a measurement. I believe he's signaling for the first down. A substitute coming in for Alabama, trotting across the field. They're bringing the sticks out to see whether or not they made the first down. The substitute is coming in, reporting to the officials. He reports to the officials, and coming out of there is number 66. 66 comes out. In the tailback spot is George Clark. Everyone is on edge here in this stadium. We're waiting for the pass and center. The ball goes to Davis. Davis is at the 12, the 10, the 9, the 7, before he is finally stopped by Vaughn Mancha. And it's Davis who's leading this drive down the field as Alabama leads 19-13. Davis is spearheading the drive of the Duke offense. Their variation of the water system, a single wing back with an unbalanced line. Back in the huddle again goes that Duke team. The score is 19-13, Alabama leads. Off to the right, Davis is back with George. George Clark, we're waiting for the pass and center. It's to Davis again. Davis is down to the 5, the 4-yard line before he is finally stopped by Buddy Edwards. He stopped him at the 4-yard line. It's third down, a yard to go for the first down. They say he stopped him at the 5. His right knee touched the ground at the 5-yard line, and that's where they placed the ball down. George Clark is back with Tom Davis. The crowd is going wild out here in the stadium. The ball is passed to Davis. Davis is at the 5, the 4-yard line before he is finally stopped. That big Alabama line is moving in. It's very close to the first down. Mancha and Filippini was in there to make the tackle. I believe they've got a half yard to go for that first down. They're not going to measure. Clark is back with Tom Davis. The crowd is all standing. The pass goes from the center this time to Tom Davis. Davis has a first down at the 1-yard line. Davis hits over the right guard of Alabama down to the 1-yard line. 4 downs to make 1 yard for Duke. Wozniak made the tackle for Alabama. All right, 4 downs to make 1 yard. That's Tom Davis slashing, cutting, swerving his way through that Alabama line. Alabama leads 19-13. Duke putting on a driving drive for that touchdown if they can get it. Duke's backfield is Freezer, Clark, Davis, and Carver. Alabama leads 19-13. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the third period. Davis and Clark are back. We're waiting for the pass and center. The ball goes to Davis. Davis is not short of the goal line, I believe. It's just short of the last white mark as Bruno, Filippini, and Buddy Edwards make the tackle. A half yard away from the goal. So it's second down, a half yard to go for a touchdown. Alabama still maintains their 6-point narrow margin lead. Come out, single wing back off to the right, Clark and Davis back. It's second down. The ball goes to Davis. Davis is over for a touchdown, and the score is tied, 19-19. 5 minutes and a half left to play in the third period. Tom Davis went off the left guard and tackled the Alabama forward ball, slashed his way through for the tally, and the score is all tied up 19-19. In the Sherman Thompson, Cleveland, Ohio. And now they're kneeling and holding that ball at the 10-yard line. The pass and center comes up. There's the pass. The kick is in the air. The kick is good. And Duke leads 20-19. Raiders extra point split the uprights for a perfect placement. And the Duke team once more takes the lead after having been behind since midway in the first period. Here, New Orleans, Louisiana, getting ready for the kickoff now. Well, there it is, coming up. It's a low one down the field. It's down to the 20, rolls out of bounds on the 15-yard line. Alabama's ball, first and 10 on their own 35. Now, of course, the passing play of Harry Gilmer will probably come back into prominence again because Duke has once more taken the lead away from Alabama. After Duke got an early lead in the first quarter, Alabama took it away from him, and Gilmer's great passing in the first period, leading 12-7 at the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first half, the score was 19-13. We're deep in the third period, and now the score is 20-19. Duke leads Alabama. It's first and 10 to go now for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Gilmer, Hodges, and 2 in the Alabama backfield as they come out. Shifting right, Harry Gilmer back. Ball is given in there to Lowell, Toole smashes over the middle up to the 37-yard line before Paul Stevens and Ed Perini come in to make the tackle there. Again in the play of 2 yards, second down, 8 to go. The ball midway between the sidelines. It's that old Notre Dame shift, very effective. Shifting right, Gilmer's 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Gilmer is quick kicking. He gets away and end-over-end boot that hits on the 35 and goes out on the 33-yard line. A quick kick goes out of bounds on the 33-yard line of the Duke team, giving possession of the ball back to the Duke 11 on their own 33-yard line. 15 yards up from the far side of the field. The Duke backfield, Stevens, Clark, Spears, and Hagerty now. Their line is Harry, Hardison, Lighthizer, Shockey, Perini, Eisenberg, and Jones. The ball was passed to the fullback, Davis, who's been making all the yardage. He cuts up to the 35. He's all the way to the 38 before he is finally stopped, going off the right tackle of Alabama. George Albright made the tackle for the Alabama team. Final score, Tulsa 26, Georgia Tech 12. Final score in the Cotton Bowl, Oklahoma 34, TCU nothing. Those are the final scores of the other bowl games played thus far this afternoon. Single wing back off to the right. George Clark back. Second down, 5 to go. A gain of 5 yards on the last play. The ball goes to Clark. Clark at the 35, the 40, the 45, and he's filed up from behind on the 49-yard line as the Alabama forward wall is pushed aside by the fast-moving Duke line. First and 10 to go now for Duke on their own 49-yard line. The ball 15 yards hit from the far side of the field. The score, 20-19. Duke leads. Time left to play in the third period, 4 minutes. Duke, the center, they're strong to the right in the single wing. It's first and 10 to go for the Duke 11. George Clark is back. The ball goes to Davis, the fullback. Davis is fouled up after a yard advance down to the midfield stripe, where he's hit by Filippini and Buddy Edwards of the Alabama Crimson Tide front line. Second down, 9 to go. The ball 15 yards hit from the far side of the field. Back into a huddle again goes Duke. And that's the way the game is seesawed back and forth. The score is 20-19. The ball goes to Clark. There's a fumble. He recovers back to his own 47. Clark fumbled the ball. It bounced off the shoulder of Tom Davis. The pass from center was a little wild. Bounced off Davis's shoulder. It was meant for Clark. They were only a step apart in that tailback roll, and Clark fell on the ball immediately to recover it for a loss back to the 47-yard line. So it's third down and about 12 to go for the first down as the substitute comes in for Duke. And it's Johnny Crowder coming back in, replacing Ed Shockey. Out of the huddle they come now, single wing back off to the right. George Clark in the tailback position. Ball is passed to Tom Davis. Davis gives it the right half back on the reverse, and he's thrown at the line of scrimmage on a great tackle by John Wozniak. That was Davis to Carver on the reverse that time. Failed again in his fourth down. Fourth down as Duke goes back into a huddle, and now Duke will be forced to kick. Particular play as Tom Davis is out of there. Carver standing back in the 37. It's a two-step kick. It's high into the air off to the right, down the sideline. We're waiting for it to bounce. It bounces out of bounds on the 31-yard line. Bounce out of bounds on the 31-yard line, foul across the field, and it's Alabama's ball once more along the eastern sideline. Alabama's ball, first and 10 on their own 31-yard line, and now Alabama takes over with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in this, the third period. All right, out of the huddle they come over. The ball comes. Vaughn Matcher shifting right. George Albright back. The ball is given to Hodges. The ball is fumbled. There's a big pile up for it at the third 27-yard line. We'll see who recovered it. This is very important. Double handling of the ball created a fumble, and it looks like Duke recovered the ball. Duke did recover it, and getting up off the pile. We're waiting for his number as he gets up. He's stretching, and it's number 76. 75, Paul Stevens, the quarterback, recovered the fumble for Duke on the 27-yard line of Alabama. So now it's first and 10 to go for the Duke team on the Alabama 27. That was a tough break for Alabama, a good break for Duke, and now Duke is in scoring position. George Clark is deep. The ball goes to fullback on the play. He's diving over the line, but not so far as he's hit at the 23. And it's Wozniak and Matcher who made the tackle of Lee Spears. Second down, 8 to go. The ball on the 23-yard line of Alabama, midway between the sideline stripes. Duke leads 20-19. Duke goes back into that huddle. Duke has their touchdown. Let's put them out in front with the extra point. Single wing back off to the right. Clark is back. In motion off to the right is Spears, the fullback. Clark is taking a forward pass, cutting off for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards all the way down to the 11-yard line before he is finally stopped by George Albright. Taking a forward pass all the way as the Alabama line loosened up on the play, waiting for the pass to be completed, and then he ran with the ball nicely as he cut beautifully off the left side of the Alabama line. George Clark is deep. Clark is playing a great ball game. Spears is in motion off to the left. Clark is taking a pass to him. He's at the 12-yard line, where he's thrown by Vaughn Matcher, the center of Alabama, for a loss in the play of a yard. It's second down, 11 to go for the first down, 12 to go for the touchdown. The ball's right out in front of the goal post. The score is 20-19. Duke leads. 10 seconds left to play in the third period. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. The seconds are ticking away. 3, 2, 1 second left. The third period is over. The third period is over. The score is 20-19. Alabama trails Duke, and here's Bill Bringle. Back now, Tom Davis is in the fullback for Duke. Davis is in motion off to the right. Lewis is taking a forward pass. Now he's throwing one net for Davis. Hooray, touchdown! I believe. No, the official said he stepped over the end zone as he caught it. We were watching him carefully. It was nip and tuck as he hit the chalk mark, and the official on the play said it was no touchdown. There was one that was very, very close, and the official was right there, only 2 yards away from the receiver. Tailback position. Tom Davis again in motion off to the right. The same play. This time he's taking the pass. He's up the 11. And he's piled up at the 12-yard line on a beautiful tackle by Hodges, the fullback of Alabama. Hodges came in there strong. He was low, and he came in to make the tackle, and he really made it. That's the 12-yard line, the line of scrimmage. The play in this ball game. Single wing back off to the left. Lewis is deep. Lewis is fading to pass. He's got lots of time. He passes, complete, and the receiver fumbles the ball. It pops up into the air and is caught again by a left tackle, Hardison. But the ball goes over to Alabama. The ball goes over to Alabama, and it was George Albright who was in there to make the tackle. Alabama put on a terrific goal line stand to stop the movement of the Duke 11. Substitutes coming in for Duke. Now the ball is placed back to the 12-yard line after a consultation by the officials. The ball's given to Hodges on the reverse. Hodges is hit at the line of scrimmage by John Frieza and Clark Jones, the right end of Duke. Clark Jones and Ralph Jones are no relations, but they both play on the flank positions for both ball clubs. All right, second down, 10 to go. That was Hodges carrying the ball. It was a high pass from center. He juggled the ball. It looked like he might fumble it before he was tackled, but he managed to hold on to it. As out of the huddle again comes the Alabama team. Shifting off to the left. Harry Gilmer back. Gilmer fakes a pass behind the line. He breaks up to the 12-yard line, the line of scrimmage, and he's hit hard by Ed Sharkey and Tom Davis with Gordon Carver coming in. And the Duke team is now playing inspired football as they're stopping the running attack of the Alabama backfield, while the Alabama linemen are not able to negotiate any holes for their backs to follow through. Back in the huddle again goes the Alabama team. Third down, 10 to go. The ball on the Alabama 12-yard line. Gilmer standing right on his own goal line. Will he pass or will he kick? He's going to kick. He gets the kick away. It's a nice kick that Lewis Watts hits on the 45, picks it up on his own 47, rolls it back to midfield, cuts down to the 45-yard line of Alabama, and is fouled up on the 44-yard line of Alabama, and he's hit by Jack McConville, the right end of Alabama. So it's first and 10 to go now for Duke in the 44 Alabama line. 15 yards hit from the far side of the field. Duke leads 20-19 in the fourth period with 12 and a half minutes left to play in the ball game. Finger wing back to the right. Cliff Lewis is deep. Lewis is ready, waiting for the pass from center. The ball goes to Lewis. Lewis gives it to Davis. Davis smashes over to the 42, where he's fouled up at that spot by Tom Whitley. Second down, 8 to go. The Duke team taking no chances on fumbling that football, walking slowly back into a huddle. Cliff Lewis is back. The line of Duke is strong to the right. Now they move into a 5-man line, and fading to pass is Lewis. Lewis is passing the ball into the flat, complete on a great catch by Carver. Carver's hit on the 35-yard line by Hodges. That was a great catch by Carver that time. Carver jumped high into the air to bring the ball to the turf. He was hit as he caught the ball at the 35-yard line, just short of a first down. Third down, a yard to go for the first down as Duke goes back into a huddle. Cliff Lewis deep. Alabama fighting furiously, battling with every play. The ball is tossed to the fullback, Tom Davis. Davis has a first down as he slides off the right side of the Alabama line down to the 31. And it's Buddy Edwards who made the tackle there. So it's first and 10 to go now for Duke on the 31-yard line of Alabama. The ball right out in front of the goal post of this fighting Crimson Tide. Duke is moving with that football. They're holding on to it as long as they can. 10 and a half minutes left to play in the game. Duke leads 20-19. We're in the 11th annual Sugar Bowl Classic. Lewis is deep with Tom Davis. Davis in motion off to the right. Lewis is fading the pass. He takes the forward pass, and he's pulled out from behind. Pulled out from behind at the 30-yard line, and a nice tackle by Buddy Edwards and Jack McConville, who followed him around. So now they walk slowly back into that huddle again. The score here, 20-19. Duke leads Alabama. 10 minutes left to play in the game. This has been a furious, hard-fought football game from the opening gun. This lead is seesawed back and forth. Harry Gilmer has been bottled up here in the third and fourth period, but his team hasn't been in a position on the field to take a chance. With Tom Davis, the fullback, Duke leads 20-19, fourth period, 10 minutes left. The ball is tossed to Lewis. Lewis fitting the pass. He's got plenty of time. The ball's in the air. Intercepted! And brought back from the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, the 35, the 25, the 20, the 10. He's over for a touchdown, and it's Hugh Morrow, the quarterback, who put Alabama back into the lead. That was Hugh Morrow, who ran 75 yards for a touchdown for the Crimson Tide, intercepting Cliff Lewis's pass. He intercepted the ball on the 25-yard line in the flat. He pulled it out and raced down the field for the tally. And now Alabama leads Duke with 9.5 minutes left to play. What a football game this has been. The score is 25-20. Alabama leads the Blue Devils of Durham, North Carolina. The drama has been riding back and forth. Here comes the pass in center. The kick is in the air. The kick is good. And Morrow scored all 7 points. The score is 26-20. Alabama leads Duke in the Sugar Bowl on a 75-yard pass interception run, and the blocking following and up in front of the ball carrier was beautiful to behold. Fields is kneeling. Fields is ready. He's approaching the ball. This time he hits it. It's an end-over-end boot down the field. It's taken on the 25-yard line by Stevens. The quarterback is back to the 35, the 40, the 45, the 46, and Duke has the ball on their own 46-yard line. First and 10 to go. Fields kicked down to the 46-yard line. Kicked down to the 35-yard line where it was taken and brought back to the 46 by Stevens, number 75. So now with 1st and 10 to go for the Duke Blue Devils on their own 46-yard line with 9 minutes left. They go slowly back into a huddle. Stevens, George Clark, Tom Davis, and Gordon Carver in that backfield as they come out over the ball. And it's Gordon Clark that's deep. Now this Duke team will try. They're trailing 26-0, and the Duke team will start moving. Tom Davis takes the pass in center. Tom Davis spins down to the 49-yard line for a 3-yard advance, going right over the middle to the Alabama line before Bruno Filippini and Vaughn Matcha collaborated to make the tackle at the 49. So it's centering the ball for the Duke team. It's 2nd down, 7. The ball is passed to fullback Davis. Davis gives it to Clark. Clark is at the 49, and he's still going all the way down to the 45-yard line of Alabama before he is finally stopped by George Albright. On a fine run as he follows his interference perfectly off the right tackle of the Alabama team. It's 3rd down, a half yard to go for the 1st down. The ball on the 45-yard line of Alabama. 3rd down, a half yard to go for the 1st down. Davis straightens up. Now he's back. He's ready. He's in position. He takes the pass in center. He is spinning. It's going to be very close, but I believe he made it as he goes down to the 44-yard line. Vaughn Matcha came in to make the tackle for Alabama. They're on fouling, and it looks like Duke take a 1st down. They may have to measure. The referee is going to call the boys in, I believe. It'll be an official timeout on this particular play. George Clark in the tailback position for the Duke team. Ball goes to fullback Davis. Davis gives it to the right halfback LaRue. LaRue's at the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 26-yard line, where he's knocked out of bounds. Jim LaRue, number 27, now in at right halfback for Gordon Carver. Races for the 1st down for Duke, down to the 27-yard line of Alabama. The ball 15 yards just the far sideline, and it was Harry Gilmer who made the sharp tackle at the sideline. 7 minutes left to play in the game. Alabama leads Duke 26-20 on Miles' 75-yard touchdown run. And now Duke is moving for that Alabama goal line. Single wing back off to the right. Clark is back. The ball goes to George Clark. He made a great catch of a low pass. He's at the 26. He's down to the 21 as he carries 4 men on his back all the way to the 20-yard line. Again in the play of 6 yards. And it was Tom Whitley who made the tackle for Alabama. The ball's on the 20-yard line of the Alabama team. They place the ball back on the 20.5-yard line. 17 yards off the near side of the field, off to our right. The score here is 26-20. Alabama leads. Alabama calling timeout with the score 26-0. Alabama 26-20. Alabama leading Duke, and Duke moving as Bill Bringle moves to the microphone. Clark, Davis, and LaRue in the backfield. The ball goes to Davis. Davis is at the 20. He's down to the 18, the 17-yard line. Just short of a 1st down as he hit by Wozniak and Matcha. Wozniak and Mancha take him at the 17-yard line. The ball 15 yards off the near side of the field. Back in the huddle goes the Duke team. 3rd down and about a yard to go for the 1st down. 17 yards to go for the touchdown. We're waiting for the pass in center. The ball is passed to Tom Davis. Davis is moving. He's at the 10. Just short of the 10 now. Down to the 9 for a 1st down. Tom Davis threaded his way beautifully through there. He found the hole. It looked like he'd be stopped at the 15, but he cut back beautifully, rolled to the 12, and then spun away from 2 tacklers, hit at the 10, and fell to the 9-yard line for the 1st down goal to go for the Duke team. 9 yards away from a touchdown. The score is 26-20. Alabama leads. The wing back off to the right. George Clark is back. 4 downs to go, 9 yards. The ball goes to Davis. Davis juggles the ball, picks it up, and runs to the 6-yard line before he is finally tackled by Tom Whitley. Looked like Davis would lose control of the football, but he caught it right off his bootstraps as he moved down to the 6-yard line. 2nd down, 6 to go for a touchdown. The ball 15 yards just from the near side of the field. The score 26-20. Alabama leads. Duke goes back into a huddle. Duke has Stevens, Clark, Davis, and LaRue in the backfield. Clark and Davis speak. The ball is passed to Davis. Davis is at the 7. He's at the 5. And he's knocked out of bounds to the 4-yard line. Before he is finally knocked out, he got to the 4-yard line, and it was Freddie Grant now in at fullback for Alabama, who knocked him out of bounds. It's 3rd down, 3.5 to go for that touchdown. Down will give him to the 3.5-yard line. Substitute coming in, and it is Hodges coming back in at fullback. Grant going out for Alabama. Hodges to go 3.5 yards. Single wing back off to the right. Davis is back with Clark. The ball is passed to Davis. Davis is at the 4, and he's hit at the 3-yard line after a yard advance. There was a big pile-up for him down there as he wriggled and twisted his way, and they're placing the ball down now about 2.5 yards from that goal line. It's 4th down. A great tackle by John Wozniak and Tom Whitley. We'll say it's exactly 2 yards as they unpile. So it's 4th down, 2 to go for a touchdown. 4 minutes left to play in the ball game. Alabama leads 26-20. It's Duke's ball. Duke's going back into a huddle. Duke has Stevens, Clark, Davis, and LaRue in the backfield. This is their chance. It's single wing back to the right. Clark is deep with Davis. The ball is passed to Davis. Davis is at that goal line. Alabama fights for him, and he is stopped at the 1-foot line. He's stopped at the 1-foot line by Vaughn Matthew and John Wozniak as they came in, stopped him a foot away from the goal line. Alabama's ball, 1st and 10 to go. What a goal line stand Alabama put on. They stopped Duke a foot away from that goal line with only 4 minutes left to go. 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Alabama substitution. Harry Gilmer, 9 yards deep in the end zone. There's the passing center. He is grounding the ball. Very smart play for a safety. Very smart play. Harry Gilmer took the passing center, grounded the ball. They'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line, put it in play from that spot. The score now is 26-22. Harry Gilmer playing heads-up football, took the passing center, down the ball. For the Alabama team, the score is 26-22. Gilmer is punting. Gilmer gets the ball down the field. It hits on the 45, down to the 40, picked off there and brought back to the 45, the 40, the 41, the 39-yard line by George Clark. Clark took the ball on his own 40 and raced it all the way down to the 39-yard line of Alabama. The tension once more returns, and there's 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the game. And once more, Duke is in scoring position on a tremendous return by George Clark of 20 yards of that punt. He really raced it down across those chalk marks. First single wing back off to the right. George Clark back. Score 26-22. Alabama leads. Ball is passed to Davis. Davis gives it the right half back to LaRue. LaRue is cutting back at the 40. He's down to the 37, the 35. Still going at the 30. And fouled up on the 24. The 20-yard line. What a superhuman effort that was as he goes all the way down to the Alabama 20-yard line. Jim LaRue, 5'10", 168 pounds from Clinton, Oklahoma. You'd think he was Bronco Nagurski. He carried 4 men with him all the way to the 20-yard line. First and 10 to go for Duke on the Alabama 20. 2.5 minutes left to play in the game. Alabama leads 26-22. Single wing back off to the right. George Clark back with Tom Davis. Waiting for the pass and center. The ball goes to Clark. Clark's at the 25. Running across to the 20. The 15. The 10. The 5. He's over for a touchdown. Duke takes the lead with 2 minutes left to play in the game. Touchdown. George Clark racing across the chalk marks, and now Duke goes into the lead by a score of 28-26. Discuss funny now. If Prather misses the extra point, they might consider that a bad play. The kick is in the air. The kick is good, and the score is 29-26. Duke leads Alabama. 2 minutes left to play in the game. Duke will now kick off to Alabama. And now we'll see Harry Gilmer start throwing that football again. Duke will kick off with the north corner to back. Alabama will receive with the south corner there. Whistle blows. There it is. The beautiful end-over-end kick. Taken on the 15-yard line, brought back to the 20 by Albright, the 24, and he's hit on the 24-yard line on a driving tackle by Fred Hardison, the left tackle of the Duke team. All right, it's first and 10 to go now for Alabama as they go back into a huddle, 24 yards away from their own goal line and 76 yards away from the Duke goal line. This game has been a terrific contest. Back in the huddle goes Alabama. Out of it they come. Field shifting right. Gilmer's back. Ball goes to Harry Gilmer. Gilmer's fading off to the right. Dropping back to pass. His pass is complete up the 24-yard line, the line of scrimmage. And thrown by Ed Sharkey. The pass was to Hal Self. It was a short forward pass into the flat. Self caught the ball, but he was thrown as he caught it. So at second down, still 10 to go as the Alabama team goes back into a huddle. Time left to play in the game, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Score, Duke 29, Alabama 26. Shifting off to the right, Gilmer's back on second down 10. Gilmer's fading to pass again. He'll have to hurry. He gets the pass away complete. It's at the 20, the 24, the 25, and he's thrown at the 26-yard line by Fred Fink and Ed Sharkey. The pass is complete to Self once more, the quarterback. So now it's third down and about 7 to go for the first down. 29-26 the score. Duke leading. 1 minute left to play. 59, 58, 57, 56. Everyone's staying. Naturally, what a ball game it's been. Out of the huddle comes Alabama. Alabama's backfield, Self, Gilmer, Hodges, and Albright. Shifting right. Gilmer fading to pass. Gilmer looking for someone to throw to. He is now running the ball. He's at the 20, the 25, the 30, the 34, the 35-yard line before he is finally stopped. Just short of a first down. I believe they may have to measure on the play. Time is being called. Time left to play, 35 seconds. We're waiting to see what happens. The officials are calling time. The clock is stopped with 34 seconds left to play in the game. They may bring the sticks out to see whether or not he made a first down and then switching one off to the right. Look for a moment as if he might break away for a last 30-second dash for another touchdown. The score here is 29-26. Duke leads. Placing the sticks down on the turf. Waiting for the next play to come up. Just missed by inches of being a first down. Number 11 coming in. Robinson coming in. James Robinson coming in at right halfback. Albright coming out. Now the backfield of Alabama with 34 seconds left. Self at quarter. Gilmer at left half. Hodges at fullback. And Robinson at right halfback. Score 29-26. Duke leads fourth period. And to congratulate Eddie Cameron and Frank Thomas for the great football game they staged with their boys out here this afternoon. All right, Gilmer's back. 10 yards deep behind the line of scrimmage. There's the passing center. Gilmer's running the ball from punt formation. He's got the 30, the 35, the 40, the 42-yard line. Almost broke away for a score. It's first down for Alabama. Seconds left to play. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. The seconds are ticking rapidly away. Alabama comes out of the huddle, shifting right. Gilmer's back. Gilmer's fading the pass. The receivers are down the field. Gilmer gets it away. It's a long pass high into the air. Jones takes it on the 30. He's down to the 25. He's still running at the 24. And the game, I believe, is over. He got that ball on the 30, races to the 24-yard line. Almost broke away. One more stride. He'd have been away for a touchdown. Alabama would once more have entered the lead. The score is 29-26. The ball game is over. Duke is the winner of the 11th Annual Sugar Bowl Classic, played here at the New Orleans Sugar Bowl Tulane Stadium this afternoon. One of the most thrilling, exciting football games that's ever been our good fortune to broadcast. So the Duke team is the winner this year, and the players and fans are swarming all over the field. Everyone was on their feet for the last 10 minutes of this football contest. We'd like to also tip our hat to the fine work of the officials today. Football game has never been better officiated than the one today. They handled everything perfectly and with fine precision, and I know that the fans appreciated it. It wasn't a boo in the whole afternoon. Everything was cheers. Everything was battling from start to finish. Good, clean play, very few penalties, and a thrilling football spectacle. This has been Harry Wismer, been broadcasting throughout the afternoon for the third straight time in the Sugar Bowl. We'll be seeing you later on in the football season. This being January the 1st, we'll be back around All-Star football game time, probably in Chicago, Illinois. So good luck, everybody. Wish you a very happy and prosperous 1945 New Year. See you very